Good morning, professors, and good afternoon, good evening. I'm Zihao. This is a 15-minute presentation on how does the cultural background affect the international business, a readable case study of Costco in China Mainland. This is the content. The presentation contains 6 parts: introduction, methodology, results, a case about social media, analysis, suggestion, and a conclusion. Now, please allow me to start the presentation with a concise introduction. In August 2019, Costco opened its first store in Shanghai. From then on, Costco became a hot topic between Chinese consumers and business reviewers. For instance, on its first day of operation, Costco in Shanghai sold out all of the inventory and had to close early. In comparison to the early movers such as IKEA, there is little research exploring the strategies of new movers in China. This research aims to provide a reference for multinational enterprises and discuss how consumer behaviors reflect contemporary Chinese culture. To get valid results, the proper methodology is necessary. The research created a questionnaire with 14 multiple choice and 1 subjective short answer question. Wenjuanxin, one of the largest questionnaire platforms in China, helped find the volunteers and screened the valid feedback. By the finish of the research, there are 211 consumers gave feedback. So, what we got from the survey? First of all, to create a consumer profile, the survey researched the age and personal income level, career, and family status. The results represent that 85% of the consumers are aged 26 to 45. Also, most of them have an income level that is much higher than the average. 94% of the consumers are employed. 73% of them are married and with at least 1 kid. A noticeable phenomenon is that about 94% of the participants are from the most developed and fashionable city in China. It may be a symbol that indicates the cultural attributes of Costco in the view of Chinese consumers. Another interesting detail is that more than 70% of the consumers haven't lived overseas. Costco should be a new word for them. The purchasing habits of the Chinese consumers are similar to that of the US, but there is an interesting detail. Purchasing agents. They purchase a lot of products at Costco and then retail the products by social media or P2P e-commerce platforms. I found many online stores that retail Costco products. There are also many threads about purchasing agents on social media. People discuss how profitable to be a purchasing agent and complain that the purchasing agents buy out the products they like. The most favorable products mean different for Chinese consumers in comparing to the US consumers. In comparing to the Guess and Kirkland best tissue, Chinese consumers list luxuries and facial or personal care products in their favorites. Only 14% of the consumers spend less than 500 Chinese yuan. It seems that they are not price sensitive. The view on Costco membership is another evidence that what attracts Chinese consumers is not price. That 30% of the consumers state that they think the Costco membership is overvalued in fact, but they would like to accept the premium. The most general channels for Chinese consumers to know about Costco are new media and self-medias rather than formal advertisements or promotions. For the subjective views, most of them are about product quality and prices, However, this reflects some contemporary culture in China. To get insight, this research makes a case study about Costco in Chinese social media. The first day of Costco in Shanghai is almost the same as the first McDonald's in USSR. People buy the inventory in such a short time so that the store had to close early. Mentally, people are not going to the McDonald's or Costco for shopping or retailing or wholesale. They are traveling to the US lifestyle theme park. From 2022, many fashionable young people take photos in front of Costco store in Shanghai to pretend they are in Los Angeles. Some reviewers think that is because the flight limitations under the shadow of the pandemic. However, since most of the Costco consumers do not have experience living overseas, this explanation seems not make sense. Also, there are countless foreign brands that move into China every day, but people do not have such enthusiastic to them. So, to analyze the case properly, analyze the case study with the survey result may be a more reasonable method. Based on the survey result, Costco does not take advantage in Chinese market like it was in the US. However, to purchase the products they like, the customers accepted the premium of this membership. This is one of the difference between the Chinese consumers and the US consumers. The US consumers clearly know that if they purchase in the Costco in comparison to purchase in the Target or purchase on the Amazon or eBay, purchasing in Costco is the cheapest price to buy the best products. However, in China, there are a lot of platforms that provide the products in a lower price than Costco, such as Biyao or Alibaba or like Temu's. Consumers that are less than 45 years old with high income and receive recommendations from information from new media, they are consciously or unconsciously paying for a lifestyle, includes the unessential products such as luxuries or facial products or electronics. They are paying for the imagination for a faraway world. People in China now live a busy life in recent years, especially during the economic recession under the pandemic. In Costco, which is a theme park of American culture, consumers get an imagination of an ideal life. Based on the analysis, this research gives two suggestions. First of all, the cultural attributes is an important point for multinational enterprises that would like to move into China, especially in the early stage. Branding themselves as a lifestyle rather than just a store is a wise strategy for retailers and wholesalers. For the first stage, having authentic merchandise coupled with local and regional favorites is an approved strategy. For instance, Costco Taiwan. People could purchase both American-style products and Taiwan's local favorites in Costco, which made a successful business. This research also has some limitations. The most significant limitation is the sample size is not large enough, which could bring some bias. And second, by now, Costco has opened several stores in different places in China, in different cities, different provinces. However, more than 90% of the participants in this research are from Shanghai. The deviation of the location of the participants may also lead to some bias. Last but not least, this is a conclusion. Back to the objects of the research, there are three main suggestions for the multinational retailers, wholesalers that are moving to China. First, cultural attributes are important, especially in the early stage. Second, branding the business as a lifestyle is a wise strategy. Third, in the further stage, including regional products in their supply chain is important. That is, and this is the references. Thank you, professors, and thank you all.